Hi, Aries. How we feeling? Going into 2019. We feeling groovy in love? We feeling lonely and heartbroken? Or we just feeling just fine with ourselves? Loving the single and ready to mingle? Well, let's find out what's going on in Aries world. It's been a while since I talked to y'all. I had to take a short break. There was definitely an energy shift, and it didn't have to do with the new year. I know that, and I've heard other people say that. It's definitely a collective cosmic thing. I was just completely depleted, but overly downloaded for the better. So that was good. So let's go ahead and look into my Aries in love going into the new year. And this subject has been coming up a lot too, in one way or another. It's really interesting. I always like to pull an angel tarot card, and sometimes I'll do another one just to kind of pick up on y'all's energy as I'm shifting through them. And y'all got awakening, Archangel Gabriel. Look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself, okay? A lot of people are like getting in this notion where they feel like it's a new year and these new year resolutions, to the point where it's like they think, there has to be closure on everything from 2018. Businesses have to be done, T's crossed, I's dotted. But that's not the case. We're dealing with the divine's timing. And in the divine's timing, time is an illusion. So really, there is no time. It's going with what they're saying. So, let me just pull some cards here. It definitely looks for you guys. The energy at the bottom of the deck, so we have the Ten of Cups. It looks like y'all had some great reunions, maybe over the holidays, or possibly them coming in. I get a sense that like a really strong family tie, like a sisterhood. And maybe it's been a while since y'all have even visited your hometown, So there's definitely a lot of love coming in as far as family goes. I want to see. Let's take a look at. I do see a lot of friendship. So like partying, having a good time, real careless, which makes sense with it being New Year's and and stuff like that. I mean, to the point where y'all aren't even grounded. Like, you're just jumping, laughing. And then we have the sun, you know. I feel like this whole being around family and hometown friends for you Aries definitely ties into that, looking at things from a different perspective. However, there does come a point where we have to awaken and we have to grow. Because you do have, let's see. Okay, yeah. I had to say it, you know how much I love y'all Aries. I do feel like there could have been a possible while you were, you know, out of town. Now remember, energy is fluid, so it could either be you or the person you love. Also, genders can swap. We all have masculine, we all have feminine. So, but I'm feeling I'm talking to my feminine women right now. I think I'm going to try to clarify that. Well, yeah, let me try to clarify that. Let me pull one of these. Because it looks like when... It looks like there's two different scenarios here. Okay, it looks like for some of my Aries, you might be single, sexy, and free, make my own money. But at the same time, for the most of you, I don't think that... Okay. Yeah. Okay, so oh wow. Wow, okay. I didn't realize I was going to be reading two storylines here, but that's okay. I love y'all. I love y'all. Much, much love. Okay, so we have two things going on here, which I'm going to pull another Angel Tarot, which is the King of Air. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. It's so weird. I forgot what sign, but somebody else got this the other day too. I can't remember. But anyways, so one scenario, y'all went and, you know, had a great time, celebrated the holidays, met up with people. You know, you got the Three of Cups. So you got the celebration, the pleasure, the happiness. However, underneath that Three of Cups, okay, you got the Lust card. Okay, we got the Lust card. So it's like we have the Three of Cups, where at first it's some innocent fun turning into lust, and then the Lovers in reverse. So I feel like, I do feel like, though, and this is why I feel like it's a woman, because men don't tend to do this. I'm not saying they won't, but they don't tend to do it as openly as us women will. But when I clarified that, I do feel like somebody had an affair, and it was just a lustful thing. It wasn't love. It was just kind of the drinking, the celebrating, the being back in the hometown type thing. But they immediately confessed to their significant, partner or whatever. And clarifying that row, I got the 10 of Wands upright. So it was like a really heavy burden on their heart. Like they couldn't not say something, and that could be a part of this awakening, looking at things from a different perspective. Okay. Love is a huge thing. Love is the purpose to all. It's to teach lessons. It's the purpose of life. I mean, hold on, give me 1 second. Life changes. This thing you have to give up. We've had to sacrifice a lot of our friends. And family. True. Oh, okay, yeah. My mum's lost her sell-by date. She was a tough old bird. Somebody was teething. A good diet's critical for a baby. If you don't feed it properly, you can't expect it to flourish. Healthy breathing is very important. And people say rest is best, but I'm only good for 1 meal. Used to be 80 here. I didn't like you first anyway. Toby's vegetarian. What about the hands? Somebody loves these little sausages. Being a parent's tough. You've got to make a lot of sacrifices. Somebody's such a wonderful baby. Dang, 10 o'clock. Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. Unexpected phone calls. Woke up babies. So anyways, back to this. It looks like, the person did the right thing to the best that they could as far as letting them know, that what happened. Now let's see. So, So, and then it looks like, they're going to be trying, your love interest is going to be trying really hard, with this Ace of Pentacles that we have here, to try to create new goals and new opportunities. And because I clarified that sun, because I just had it come up in another reading, but it was kind of like a manipulated false illusion type thing. But with this Ace of Pentacles, I feel that your, partner, love interest or whatever is sincerely sorry. Like I said, it was lust. It doesn't make it okay. But they're sincerely sorry with this Ace of Pentacles. And they want to do everything that they can with this sun to make sure that you and the family or whatnot are completely happy, taken care of, dreams coming true. They're gonna get, playful. You got the number 44, so that's 8. So they're really like reevaluating the situation, going from one phase to the next. I think, not that what happened was okay, but it was something that needed to happen. And is part of what that card's saying about looking at things in different perspectives. It's something that along their journey had to happen, and yours too, as y'all being partners, whether you're whatever kind of partners you are, the bottom line is that there's love there. However, I do want to clarify this Magician in reverse, because something right there. So let me clarify. Spirit, please clarify this Magician in reverse for me. Clarify this Magician in reverse for me. Reverse for my Aries. Seem to be getting some sincerity. Why is this Magician in reverse? I'm scared. They made it scary. That scary music, dude. I got the chills. Are they gonna jump scare us? Are you gonna horror movies? No, I hate horror movies. All right, someone's having a hard time just letting bygones be bygones. And I mean, rightfully so. I mean, you can't just go out, do that, come back, say, I'm sorry. I want to make all your dreams come true. No matter how sincere they are, you know, it still hurts. Because we have the magician in reverse, which can be tricky, you know. Your lover may be trying to manifest whatever he can manifest to get you to be happy again. But with this energy, it's almost like to get you happy again, to kind of get you off their back about it. Because I feel like you keep, like, it's something that keeps being brought up. Because we, you know, we have the Four of Wands in reverse, okay? And, you know, that's all about solid foundation, family, marriage. So this definitely is causing, for my Aries, is causing an issue in a committed relationship, as it would. I mean, being affairs are not something that people can take lightly, you know? And the whole, you know, angel card, you know, with the advice to speak your mind. Like, don't be afraid to say, hey, that hurt and I'm not okay. And it, you know, and I think it's something that's beyond you guys. And that's why it says seek out professional advice to balance mental and emotional considerations. Because I do see, though, you know, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. So, I feel like, you know, there's, with this card, this person, you know, the person, you know, that's been hurt, they're kind of in this emotional phase where they're like, you know what, we may have invested stuff together and we may have all this, we may even have children, but I've always had like the moral code that once a cheater, always a cheater, something like along those lines, Aries, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, you know, because under that, then, you know, we have the risk card. I feel like it hurts to the point that you don't care. You're ready to do anything. You're ready to just jump off that cliff. And you know what? Whatever happens, happens. Either, you know, one, you'll learn to fly. Two, you'll land on something soft. Or three, you'll land on something hard and learn a lesson from it. Like, that's how much you're just feeling almost liberated in a sense, but kind of in a impulsive, instant gratification way. You don't know how to let this emotion out, Aries, because you didn't expect this person to ever hurt you, okay? But underneath that risk, we do have the sun sign again, okay? With the child on it, on the horse. And I do feel that the energy, well, No, you know what you're... Let me clarify this. One second. Okay, so from the angel deck again, we have 2 of water. A relationship that continues to grow closer. Forgiveness. The positive resolution of a conflict. Okay, yeah. Aries, because I see what happens is you're feeling really impulsive, really risky, really careless. Like, what's it matter? Obviously, I wasn't important enough to you. Whether it was lust or love, I can't look at you the same, and they're trying to remind you, but what about all our hopes and our dreams? And either if you have a family, our family, or the family we want to start, and you're just like, kind of just doing things kind of in an instant gratification way, Aries. But you also do have this loyalty card come up under all that, like partying with the girlfriends, going out, kind of acting like you're living the single life, even though you got the family life. And you do have the 33. So it's mirror parts, So you do still have the loyalty deep down in your heart. But with this 10 of Pentacles too, you still aren't left confident in everything that's being said. I mean, you got all your pentacles. This is how you saw your life. All your pentacles, your home, your marriage, your happiness, the dog, the kid, the grandpa, the light. But it came in reverse. So, like the cards are saying, and this is happening for so many signs about like awakening, healing wounds, and it's all for a very, very important reason. It's in the divine's timing, and they're doing it for a reason so that they can, I don't want to speak for them because I don't know exactly, but so they can kind of do away with this karmic stuff and start coming together with the real stuff, the divine stuff. And I do plan to do on videos to explain that stuff more in depth, not just the readings, but let me pull some love cards for you. This is kind of a newer deck, and it's got some good words in there when you look up. There's not very many cards, so it's got some good words in there when you look it up. So I'll read it because there may be something in it that hits you. I'm going to do one of those, and then where did my other oracle ones? I'm just going to do over there. So, Spirit, Divine Angels. Oh, that's a little much. I ask you to please help my Aries get the message of love. that they need to get. Y'all, I'm sorry. I need like 20 arms. I'm single mom. It's just like everything's always beeping, ringing, crying. I wouldn't have it any other way. Anyways, what is the message for my Aries? My lovely Aries. What can they take with them today after this reading, which really wasn't a bad reading? I mean, you had some genuine energy in there, and you had some normal reactions and some great advice from the angels. Know that you're not alone. They got your back, you know. Oh, I feel these two right here. They wanted to come out, but they felt stuck. Okay, so, you think that's yours? So, we have sexual freedom, okay? Now, I think what this is going to have to do with is this awakening, this looking at things from a different perspective. And it talks about a temporary standstill. Of course, whenever there's an affair, there's like a dry spell because you're like, no, gross. You have some of those juices in you. Like, I can't even look at you the same. But I have a feeling, and if you notice, they're in between a lotus flower, okay? With, you know, the lotus flower is one of the most beautiful flowers. And it comes from the mud and the dirtiest muck. So let's read what sexual freedom says, just so I know. It's interesting. It has numbers on there, but not on the card. This is brand new to me. Oh, here we go. Sexual freedom and energy are dynamite. The human heart and soul affording a blissful opportunity to communicate and connect deeply beyond words. Really, Aries? I feel like this is when you and your partner are able to work through your stuff and you have that first like intimate, I mean, just look at her. She's got her legs wrapped around him. He is deep inside her. They are one again. And nothing feels better to her, you know, when she thought she couldn't look at him like that again. And he's so deep in her. It's like their souls are one again, like they were meant to be. I won't read the whole thing, but I'm going to glance through and see what stands out to me. Okay, I'll read these two because we may have single Aries and we may have Aries in relationships. So if you're seeking a new partner, this sexual freedom, it's essential that you are clear about how you value your own sexuality. Be aware of the real impact that physical intimacy has upon your heart. A lot of times we think, yeah, you know, I can just hook up with them and be all right, and then realize afterwards we really mind fuck ourselves and we're not okay. Trust me, like, it happens for sure. So, okay, so, resist the temptation to have sex with a prospective partner in an attempt to secure a relationship. Instead, leave it until you know each other better and can choose more wisely. Okay. And, you know, I also think that comes into play with this lust and risk card. Okay. And the holidays and the drinking and all that. Okay. Like I felt two storylines going on here. In an existing relationship, it can be delightful to realize that sex is much more than mere intercourse and that you and your partner can reignite your interest in sex through simple acts of caressing, hand-holding, and bathing together. You've drawn this card today because it's time to let go of the social norm or ideal that you compare yourself to and give your sexual self permission to be authentic. So, I mean, that's beautiful. And honestly, I feel that that's coming when, like, you're just gonna, it's just gonna be like the first time all over. You know, I understand you're hurt, okay? But soulmates, you got the soulmate card. So you are dealing with your soulmate, most of you. I'll look up that one real quick. I'll just read the oh, is it the alphabetically? Relationship. It takes a little longer to attract your true soulmate, then rest assured. This is time well spent, and if your current relationship and you have created an awkward life for the relationship you have always desired. Both situations require commitment. What last messages do we have for my Aries in love? Messages for my Aries in love going into the new year. Aries in love going into the new year. I don't know why I have an alarm right now. So we'll just go through these three. Okay, I think this is having to do with the past part of the reading, okay? And then we go into beauty, grace, lovingness, integrity of form and spirit. And I really think that's when you know, kind of stood your ground and held your loyalty. You kept your integrity, even though you were hurt. And then lastly, we have sacrifice. There are those who are worth making. There are those that will destroy you. Okay, Aries? So I do feel like with this kind of being a duo thing, that you have a chance to have a wonderful thing with your soulmate. Just got to be careful with that negative side energy that wants to take what you have. And I keep seeing that in readings too. It's really strange, but you know, again, I think it's just a process that the divine's doing, and they're doing their thing, and we don't always understand. You know, they guide us the best they can. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed your reading. Oh gosh, okay, I'll do that one. I send much love, light. I hope that this helped y'all. And if you have any questions or want a personal reading, I'm doing those for donation through the month of January for the new year. They go from about 1.5 to 2 hours because I do like to go in depth. So let me know. I send much, much love and light. Thank you. Bye, Aries.